Hey guys, I'm back in the United States. Well, actually, the last time you saw me, I was in the United States. I was in Hawaii, and it feels like I was there 3 years ago. Seriously, I've only been out of semester at sea, or off semester at sea, for 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks now, and it feels like a lifetime ago. It's so crazy to think of how little time has passed, but how much is just sort of like becoming realized. And it's a very odd feeling to explain. And the best I can do is that for nearly 4 months, we were constantly moving, constantly going forward, really never stopping. When you were in port, you were going, 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 doing all these amazing things, and then you got back on the ship, and then you were sailing, and then you were going, and then you were sailing. And while you were sailing, it's not like you were just sitting on a ship doing nothing. You had classes, you had friends, activities, lectures to go to at night, Sea Olympics, Neptune Day. You really never stopped. And then you get off the ship, get home, and I was just kind of sitting on the plane. I went to put my head down to go to sleep, and I was like, oh my God, it's over. And it's done. And it kind of hit me, like slapped me across the face, to the point where I couldn't sleep at that point. I had to wait a little longer to go to sleep. That I realized how much I had accomplished and done in the last 4 months. And it was like closing a book, like you're reading a book and you are so into it, and then it ends, and you look up and you're like, oh, what just happened? Why? What? Like the sun's in your eyes, and you're like, how are people still walking around and moving and going on like nothing's happened, and all this has just happened to me? And I just want to kind of scream and be like, what? What just happened? But for me, though, there's an exciting part of that, because for any of you that had read the Harry Potter series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Twilight, any series, you end the book and you're like, what? If you're reading anything Rick Riordan, you're probably crying as well. So you go, what? And then you flip over to the page, and it says, like, look for, or keep an eye out for this next title coming in this year. And I think that's kind of what I'm experiencing, because this is not my final journey. I have fallen in love with the world. I've fallen in love with travel. Would I ever cruise around the world on a ship again? Probably not. It was an experience, and it was amazing, and it's probably the only time in my life that I will circumnavigate the globe in a ship. Sorry, Mike Soul. In a ship. It was a unique experience and such an adventure and an amazing voyage. But I have the next book to look forward to. I have more adventures, more voyages, more journeys to look forward to. But right now, right in this moment, I'm just kind of feeling a bit stuck. So, because I am actually finding it difficult to post pictures and go through all the pictures and put them on my Facebook, on my Tumblr, and my blog, and then talking to people, like talking to friends and family, is also a bit difficult face to face, because it's very difficult to portray to other people. And sometimes it's like you start talking about something and you want to talk about it more, and they change the subject, or they're done. They've heard, oh, you had a great time, awesome, what was your favorite country? Oh, okay, you can't tell me what your favorite country was. What were your top 3? Which countries would you revisit again? Okay, awesome, cool, show me the pictures some other time. Now let's talk about this. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But since I've kind of, been stuck, or been having some difficulty discussing this, excuse me, my allergies are going crazy, I've decided that I'm going to actually put this YouTube channel to good use and help both my family and friends understand at their own pace, learn at their own pace about these countries, so I can answer questions about them. Also opening it up to prospective semester at sea students. Geez, my eyes tearing. Because since returning and posting things on my blog and on my Tumblr, I've gotten a lot of asks and a lot of questions about semester at sea. And I think what better way to explain the program but to tell you about it personally, to show you pictures while I talk about it. It's one thing to put pictures up on an album in Facebook, and another thing to actually hear the stories behind them. So on this channel, basically what I'm going to do is have a few different types of videos. I'm going to have country videos, which basically I go, this is what I did in India, this is what I did in China, this is what I did in Myanmar and Mauritius, South Africa, etc., etc., etc. And that way, it's kind of like a living photo album. Easy. And then there's going to be something that I think is really important for me and really important for other prospective semester at sea students, is a what I learned here sort of thing that I want to do. It's going to help me kind of realize and bring to life everything that I've done, everything that I've learned in country, on the ship, and from different experiences. And my allergies are going nuts. I'm sorry. So I think it's a way for me to get things out, a way for semester at sea students or prospective semester at sea students to learn about semester at sea from an extremely personal view. And I think it's a good way to share the world with a community behind a screen, if you get me. So that's what this channel is going to be all about, basically. Gone global, sharing my experiences around the world, because that's not the most pretentious title you have ever heard in your life. But yeah, there it is, and here it is, here I am, and I decided that each week I'm going to choose a new location to share my stories. I'm going to try and wear something representing the country that I am discussing. So, I mean, I'm just talking semester at sea today, so I've got my semester at sea running tank top on, and I think I'm just going to go with that, and I'm going to share something about the culture, about the food, about what I learned, etc., etc., etc. I will be in a new location every week, just because if semester at sea did one thing to me, it made me extremely restless, and that go, go, go attitude continues, even though I'm kind of stuck and stopped here. So right now we're in my backyard. You're seeing a section of it. It's a lot bigger than this square. So next week, I don't know where I'll be, but we'll be talking about Japan, which was our first port of call, and showing pictures, videos, etc., etc. And it's going to be good, I think. For me, for you, for the world. I just sound so pretentious. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go, but until my next video, bye for now.